It's Week 8 of the 2023 season, and up next is Xavier Howard. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Chiefs and the Packers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
And Mahomes going to put it up right away. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. There's defense for the Packers. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that
he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So here are the Packers now with great starting field position. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And this is incomplete. Oh, he has 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And it's a Packers touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Morrison. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds his man complete. That's Hodges. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. Slant route, that's complete to Travis Kelce. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. A beautiful fake. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That goes for a gain of 31. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Toward the pylon, caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Edwards-Helaire. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Toward the pylon, caught, and in for the Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, a 5-yard touchdown, and the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make our score 14-7. That time a 9-play drive, and it was Clyde Edwards-Helaire capping it all off with a touchdown reception. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
To try again after the sack. Hurts. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And his drive is almost over before it began. Thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good run, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
On the jump.
On first down, Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they worked it. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Vaughn on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Staying on the ground with Vaughn. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty. And
he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Julian Okwara able to record his 5th sack of the season. Butker's kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you get the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
After the sack on first down, Hurts. Hurts fumbles it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you've got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Hodges. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is? It could be for the game.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Hurts. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdes-Scantling. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morrison. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Packers now to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle by Quincy Williams. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one. And it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Throwing is Hurts. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Let's go now.
Dobbins is in. Touchdown, Packers. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Now Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Morrison. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Now here's Mahomes. Open. Now the ball comes loose. And this is going to be Packer football. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player, and it appears to be Devontae Smith who's having some problems here. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Ready?
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now, swing pass for Dillon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
We're back now in KC. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Josiah DeGuara, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle, and they open the lead up now to 25. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a throw here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown. A.J. Dillon, 70 yards. And the Packers start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Now the try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
Heads up.
To make.
And my goodness, another interception. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And they get the guard, John Runyon. 4th down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Hodges. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Ready.
And they will take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this